na-ezukọ ọnụ ibido mmemme Fashion Future nke ga-azụ ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ruru 5,000 ndị gbara afọ 18 ruo 35. Anyị na-akwadokwa ụlọ ọrụ 4,000 n'ime Aba ndị na-emepụta uwe, akpụkpọ ụkwụ na nwa akwụkwọ dị iche iche. Bịa mụta otu esi eme uwe, akpụkpọ ụkwụ, nwa akwụkwọ dị iche iche lefu. Ọ bụrụ na ị bụ onye nwere aka ọrụ n'ihe gbasara ejiji, ị ga-amụta otu esi ebido ma nweta nkwado maka azụmahịa gị lefu. Gịnị ka ị na-eche? Gaa na www.fashionfutureprogram.org ma ọ bụ zitere anyị ozi la WhatsApp la 07079305887 maọbụ gaa lebe ndebanye aha anyị dị la nọmba 18 Industry Road n'akụkụ Nigerian Brewery Aba. Gwa nwanne gị nwoke na nwanne gị nwaanyị na onye ọbụla ịma debanye aha gị maka mmemme Fashion Future taa. Iwu na usoro sokwa ya o.
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Energy Snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
So, pack Milo and snacks in their lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! You have a passion for sports, but don't know how to turn it into income? With 1xBet, it might be possible than you think. Make informed predictions and earn extra cash. Simply register on 1xbet.ng and download the app. Use promo code EXPERT2024 to receive a chance to get a 300% bonus. 18 plus. Play responsibly. Express yourself. You're in control. Show your skills and stand a chance to win. Play with 1xBet.
Magic 102.9.
Adị m ime mana ọ dị mkpa ka nlezi onwe m anya ka ahụ m dị mma. Ọ ya nụ iji gbasi ike ma bụ afọ ime n'udo na-aṅụ mkpụrụ ọgwụ iron na folic acid kwa ụbọchị niile n'oge ịdị ime. Nke a ga-eme ka ị ghara inwe nsogbu ọbara ịkọ gị n'ahụ iwee gbasikwa ike n'afọ ime. Ịdị ime na-aga ahụ ọkacha mma maka ihe gbasara ahụike kwamgbe. Ozi a si n'aka ndị Arin Project nke steeti Abịa na-ahụ maka ahụike.
This is Magic 102.9 FM. Let's do the magic.
My baby don't reach 6 months. Sure, 6 months don't reach now. Hey, now you be say breast milk alone no go do for your pikin again, no. Time don't reach to dey give am food where they soft, where they mash together. So, on top breast milk, make sure say you give your pikin food wey get at least one for these 5 sets. Egg, fish or meat, fruit plus vegetable, oil, beans, groundnut, soya or millet, rice, potato, maize or yam. You suppose mash this food together so e go dey soft well for your pikin. From 6 months, your pikin need this kind food to make him body dey kakaraka and make e grow well. This message na from Arin Project, Abia State Ministry of Health.
Brand new from Airtel. I'm living in my lane, happy every day. Things are not the same, oh no. Now I chop from a buffet, unlimited buffet. Why I not there fear? Cause I know it's more than enough for me. Ocean of feet finish, highway no get me meet. I have all I need. Airtel unlimited, data unlimited.
Get unlimited data on a budget. Visit the nearest Airtel shop or dealer to start enjoying unlimited data now. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants a blast of magic. Oh, I got the magic in me.
Set no substitute.
There is no water, electricity is in politics. Women are marginalized.
As the democratic space gets broader and political activities become more intense, with many Nigerians angling for relevance and agitating for their voices to be heard, Magic 102.9 FM Aba has taken a giant leap by providing the needed platform that captures the essence of your individual, corporate, and most importantly, your political needs.
You see, the government just this same security.
Showcase your aspirations, opinions, and more as a politician, political party, government, community, organization, association, and more. Join Magic 102.9 FM Aba on People and Politics, Mondays to Fridays at 9 a.m. For inquiries and participation, please call 0903-282-3717. People and Politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
Find it to mean that your freedom stops where the other man's freedom begins. There is freedom also of a whole lot of conversations and debates about everything. But in a normal climate where you have, a thorough structure, including the safeguards for things to function, there should be no fear like people have, been expressing in the last couple of, in the last one day. Minister Shettima will use the visit to explore opportunities for strengthened collaborations between Nigeria and Sweden in areas such as ICT, that is information communication technology, innovation, education, digitization, sustainable transport, mining, and agriculture. Is expected back in the country on Saturday.
Well, following the Vice President's visit to Sweden, there were reactions in the social media and, of course, by well-meaning Nigerians that the President is on vacation in UK and now the VP in Sweden. Is there vacancy in Aso Rock? And, of course, spokesperson Bayo Nanuga came to the rescue. He said that the Constitution does not explicitly require physical presence of either the President or his vice, and he said there is no vacancy. In the statement, he emphasized that both leaders remain fully engaged, that since the President's vacation to the UK, he's been receiving calls, issuing directives, and he will return to the country as soon as he's done. Also, every organ of government is at work. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Ministers, Service Chiefs, everybody is in their respective positions, ensuring smooth operation of the government.
Well, I think this is quite clear.
Sure.
We have had precedents and nothing happened.
Yes.
So honestly, if we begin to talk much about it, we can give clear examples of Vice President
Yemi
Osinbajo being away in during the burial of the Queen of England.
Minister Finance Wale Edu, Minister Budget and National Planning Atiku Bagudu were all in attendance. Although the agenda of the meeting was not made public as of last night, the organized labor have been unhappy with the recent hike in the pump price of petrol, electricity tariff, galloping inflation, and the high cost of living. Journalists also made attempts to speak to some of the representatives, and they did say that government was looking at ways they can cushion the effect of the hardship. Maybe like releasing vehicles, subsidizing transportation. These were things that were on the table, but we wait for the communique and then we'll look at all that was talked about.
Anyway, personally, I'd like to thank the NLC president for giving me, one of such words that I like using as a village, primary school student. And the words are spasmodic ad hocism. That were the words used by Joe Ajero in the wake of the fourth increase in the price of fuel in this nation, in spite of all the hardship. And like we said, when something happens in spasms, it's like, it's jerking. It's not steady. It's not stable. It's not, you understand? Then, done.
Have an issue, yeah.
Including the National Assembly, because the House of Representatives, as we speak today, has said no, this increase should be reversed. That is the House of Reps. And I don't know if there will be a concurrence from the Senate, because for Gospel Akpabio, nothing matter. Nothing matter. Anyway, let's see how it goes. But I hope the NLC and TUC will not come out this time saying Nigeria is making no worry, because honestly, it's getting really, really hard.
I see people are, sorry, my voice is cracking. I see people are making efforts as individuals, churches, and I think that anybody who has the money should as well try to help. Yesterday I saw
economy. So much so that you cannot buy the smallest of things you used to buy. So much so that 5, 10, and 20 naira notes do not have any power at all again. I don't know if there is anything you can buy with 20 naira anymore. Not even pure water.
I don't even know when last I saw 20 naira.
When you saw it, that is an irony, and that tells you the true picture of the situation. It's not like this ad hoc, and I wouldn't want to use those words again. I think I've overused them this morning, but I think these are ad hoc measures really. Even if the rich Nigerians in Aba, for instance, say, okay, let's get vehicles. To get one vehicle today, do you know the cost? Unless they have them already and they say, okay, we want to deploy them. And to be able to deploy them, it makes you also, you have to have the ability to buy enough fuel for it. The likes of Senator Dino Melaye has packed all his Lamborghinis and named them, and he's not even using his power bike anymore. He says he's now using a Vespa because of
that this is total fake news, and that the chamber is very stable and the issue of impeachment does not come in.
Well, I think whoever did it wanted to ruffle his feathers, and of course he's been able to get the reaction. But again, we can also tell Mr. Senate President that when you also talk to your colleagues in the Red Chamber, always realize that you're talking to the rest of Nigerians. Now, they are talking, we are doing our job here. Only last week, the same Senate President, made a statement that got many Nigerians very angry. All right?
While welcoming him, the area commander drew his attention to the plight of the environment within the Aba Area Command. Top on the list is the inadequate patrol vehicle, no armored personnel carrier, lack of basic office ICT equipment like computer, printers, disconnection from the power grid, leaky roofs, absence of CCTV cameras, high cost of fuel, amongst others. Alex Ikweche, after listening to the area commander, promised to start with the renovation of his office. That's the area commander's office immediately. Engineers will be deployed next week to put solar street lights around the division and start the fueling assistance immediately. On patrol vehicles, he also promised to factor in the request in the 2025 budget proposal, hoping that the request will be given accelerated action next year. Also, Ikweche ordered immediate refurbishment of a Hilux and Sienna operational vehicles for the command. After he met with the area commander, he moved to meet the traditional rulers at the palace of the Eze, Love, Nwogu of Umola.
Mention most times when we talk about security goes to the army, the navy, and the air force. No, the police for me should be number one.
Especially in a civilian regime.
They are the ones you can, in 1 minute, expect to see around you.
True.
They are the ones who need torchlights, walkie-talkies, good uniforms, because they project the country on the roads. But you need to see the uniforms that our policemen wear. Some of them say they have to buy it by themselves, sew it by themselves. But I recall that back in the day, you have workshops in the police formations for mechanics, for tailors, for carpenters, and anything within the barracks was done in those workshops. They are all dead. If you see their vehicles, they can't even chase a frog. Yes. Some of them are just stationed on the road to show that there is security check here.
Yeah.
So for how long shall we be saying all of this?
Imagine,
where
in the 21st century, they are asking for printers, computers. They've been disconnected from the grid, which means they're in total darkness. Maybe fan not even they realize that most times when we blame the police for not doing their job is because they do not. Verse. At least now you know, because they don't have printers. That's why they have to go to a nearby cyber cafe to be able to print, exhibits. Is that bad?
We had a guest here just before we go on break. We had a guest here, a senior lawyer, Barrister Upai Ukiro, who said that because of the way the police is treated, the public
Muka, adding comfort to life since 1959.
UBA na ndị Nigeria na-eme mmemme n'ụzọ dị ukwuu n'ime UBA Legacy Promo. Ihe karịrị narị nde naira abụọ a ga-emeri. Mmadụ 75 nwere ike inweta ohere iji nweta otu nde
prayers.
We call on the federal government to expedite action on the Korebunen Road and also call on the state to see what they can do on the Olokoro Obama Road. All in favor say aye. Those against say nay. Ayes have it.
Our correspondent Godwin Ike reports that the Constitution and the continuation and consideration of the report of House of Assembly Bill 17, the Abia State Rural Access Roads Agency Bill 2024, result of the bad nature of the road that is being spoken about in the House again is a big problem. But how come the federal government time and time again would say they want to construct that road or reconstruct or rehabilitate, they would not do it. It took a long time before the one stretching from Bata to Ikotekwene was, touched. But if they're going to dualize it, let's also have that happen. But as we say in Nigeria, at all, Naimba pass. So, Umodike should get the attention of the federal government. But we have people representing us there. What are they doing? The man who won from the court in PDP now, the senator for Akobundu. I think he's a man whose face is known. He should have big friends in the Senate. We hear it's about lobbying and knowing people and all that. Let's have the road. Test, just like Ginger Amusibe had done, and maybe some others. Ginger did it in Isalangwa North back then. All right, from transition to substantive executive chairman. So, but in politics, what you hear during the daytime is not what you hear the next morning after what may have transpired in the night. So, we watch and see.
You will not blame them, Bonnie, the way it is done. If there's supposed to be a local government election, they're supposed to give the right of refusal to the incumbent.
Well, they are still going to contest that. Only God knows how we will run our political process going forward. But I think there should be some change.
Yeah, because that was also one of the major problems that led to PDP's downfall, before the elections. Candidates were people who really wanted to contest were not allowed to by certain people. Nominations were made and those people were excluded after they have spent so much money doing all the consultation. But the consultation is so expensive because by the time you're going to see any stakeholder, you're not going there empty-handed. You are going.
You are sowing seed now. Seed no go germinate, and if it doesn't germinate,
you go carry drink.
So be it.
First of all, the drink will be expensive. It's not cheap drink. And then your company other things plus envelope. So those consultations, they spend money. So
wow. And the reasons can follow.
I think that people just want to be dramatic. I think the word minimum wage means the minimum that the workers should collect. Meaning if your state is rich enough, you can top it. So what Sanwo-Olu has done is we can afford it. We get the money. So I'm topping. He said even by January, if they do a review, if you enter 100. So it's very simple.
Anyway, but again, Annie, for Lagos, even if it is 150. You know, not because they have the capacity, but because of the cost of living in Lagos.
He did observe that as well.
Oh my God, it's not easy. It's not easy. And thank God you also have a once. Okay, well, thank you. We need to say this very clearly that the issue of what is paid for bail is the opinion of the caller. We know that it is not supposed to be free, but we cannot on this mic say people pay money. And if you say it's official, gentlemen, one could as well ask, were you receipted or did you pay through a bank into a dedicated account? And whether they can, you know, return that money into taking care of themselves. That one, you know, say na chua and chua money, no, they help. Okay, who is here? Hello? Hello, good morning. Agree. Check the vehicles that the military, the army, they use in the theaters of operation. You know, they also wear out very quickly. You know, we have to agree with the police in as much as maybe those handling it may not be too careful, that their own is more in use than the other security outfits you mentioned. Nonetheless, we have enough in the budget of this country to be able to fund the police, to give them good homes, walkie-talkies, good uniforms, torchlights and all that. They don't have it, and that is the truth of the matter. All right, let's go on a break now. When we come back, we check the social media platforms. Stay with us.
ọmọ tuntun jòjòló òkú oríire má jáfara o gbọ́dọ̀ sọmọ lẹ́nu láàrin wákàtí kan àkọ́kọ́ tọmọ délé ayé láti fún un ní àkọ́kọ́ sí omi ọyàn aláwọ̀ òféèfé yẹn tí wọ́n ń pè ní colostrum. àkọ́kọ́ sí omi ọyàn colostrum yìí ní gbogbo èròjà pàtàkì tọmọ rẹ nílò láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìlera pípé ó sì ń ṣèrànlọ́wọ́ láti dènà àrùn fọ́mọ rẹ. rántí o.
dị mma ọyanụ iji gbasi ike ma bụ afọ ime n'udo na-aṅụ mkpụrụ ọgwụ iron na folic acid kwa ụbọchị niile n'oge ịdị ime. nke a ga-eme ka ị ghara inwe nsogbu ọbara ịkọ gị n'ahụ iwee gbasikwa ike n'afọ ime. ịdị ime na-aga ahụ ọkacha mma maka ihe gbasara ahụike kwamgbe. ozi a si n'aka ndị Arin Project nke steeti Abịa na-ahụ maka ahụike.
This is Magic 102.9 FM. Let's do the magic.
My baby don't reach 6 months. Sure, 6 months don't reach now. Hey, now you be say breast milk alone no go do for your pikin again, no. Time don't reach to dey give am food where they soft, where they mash together. So, on top breast milk, make sure say you give your pikin food wey get at least one for these 5 sets. Egg, fish or meat, fruit plus vegetable, oil, beans, groundnut.
Late Honorable O.C. Prestige really set a high standard for anyone coming behind him in Aba North and South. The federal constituency has become very competitive, and anyone in the position or seat always tries their best. No wonder Alex is not resting. Jonada Abubani Ocha, Honorable Alex Ikweche is really performing. With his short stay at the Green Chambers, he's outperformed those who have spent years even in the Red Chamber. Posterity will be kind to him. Chris J.C. Emenike. In as much as there may be no vacuum, all I know is that a certain drama can only be played in Nigeria. Thanks for always updating us through Magic. For a parent to collect just first school living certificate, please, I want to know. My own house help to collect her WAEC, I pay 20,000. Result we don't ready, WAEC don't print to. But to collect it 20,000, I don't know, my brother.
Well, Annie, this is a very serious thing.
I know.
My 2 daughters, my twin girls that just entered university by the grace of God, when I went to their school here, where they did their primary school, I had to pay 6,000. It's a secondary school.
To collect for school.
Their certificates. All right. According to the owner of the school, it was 3,000 earlier, but about a month earlier than I came, it increased to 6,000, and I had to pay.
Help him, and I pray that
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning, and
Welcome.
Thank you very much. I can't really hear you, but I hope you are hearing me.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
My name is Austin Ianacho Ojo. I'm calling from Aba this morning.
Okay.
Please permit me to contribute on some of the issues raised this morning. Darling Magic FM. Let me say something. Correct that inflation so that people don't get disease. Thank you.
My brother, with all due respect, Alex Otti has contested election 3 times. Many people who are working with him are seasoned politicians who know the Electoral Act. And it's sounding laughable that you're saying that they did not know that they were supposed to resign. Right. The current chief of staff, or the former chief of staff, Mr. AKK, is the candidate for Umunochi. He did resign because the governor had anointed him, and so they commanded him or directed. On the live feed, Chubezo Wu, it says he's listening to the program from Lagos. I love this, your yellow shirt. Thank you. He said, greetings. Okay. He said, I left yesterday. All right. Thank you for a safe trip. Ugochukwu Sunday. As much as I'm concerned, the Senate president is not helping matters. He's very flexible, sincerely. It's unlike him. He's watching from railway crossing. You see, you have put O again. Oh. When I pronounced it Omobana, my brothers go say I no get and wait.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bonner.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I just want to talk about politics. Those who have the electorate are very much used of praising politicians when not anything. Somebody talk about.
ọmọ yìí ní gbogbo èròjà pàtàkì tọmọ rẹ nílò láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìlera pípé.
ó sì ń ṣèrànlọ́wọ́ láti dènà àrùn fọ́mọ rẹ.
rántí o fọ́mọ rẹ lọ́yàn láàrin wákàtí kan àkọ́kọ́ tó o bímọ. ìkéde yìí wá láti àkọ́ṣeṣẹ́ ARIN iléeṣẹ́ tó mójútó ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Abia.
Arnegic.
Haihuwar jarirai babban kyauta ce da Allah ya bawa iyaye. Shi kuwa shayar da jarirai nonon uwa babban kyauta ce da Allah ya bawa jarirai. Nonon uwa yana ɗauke ne da dukkanin sinadaran da jaririn ki yake bukata.
On top breast milk, make sure say you give your pikin food wey get at least one for these 5 sets. Egg, fish or meat, fruit plus vegetable, oil, beans, groundnut, soya or millet, rice, potato, maize or yam. You suppose mash this food together so e go dey soft well for your pikin. From 6 months, your pikin need this kind food to make him body dey kakaraka and make e grow well. This message na from ARIN Project, Abia State Ministry of Health.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, we're still here. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hey, now you be say breast milk alone no go do for you.
Hello.
Okay. Gabriel Luata on Facebook: if Lagos could pay 85,000 as minimum wage, then no state should pay less than 70,000. The truth is that states of the federation are receiving more money from FARC than ever before, but the state governors, being so greedy, will not pay but want to override